Hey, welcome back. We're back in Timberborn today, and today we have to get out to the far corner of the map, way over there. However, we've got a small problem we need to take care of first. As you can see, our clumsy beavers are not getting the care that they probably need. In fact, we've got clumsy beavers all over the place. Irontown here has a couple. I think they've probably all went to bed. I can't blame them. But we're going to get that taken care of. The first thing, we've got our healer here. So what we're going to do is toss down a couple more medical beds. That's under well-being. There we go. We'll do that first. And 1, 2. We'll get those in there. And as we get more and more bots, hopefully the more dangerous jobs get filled up, so we have less worry about them. Now, to get over here, we are going to have to build a lot of stuff. There is definitely a bunch of stuff on the way. Lots of staircases starting out, and I would kind of like those to be a bit higher priority now, so that we are sure that they will be working on them sometime soon. So we'll switch all of these over. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know why I randomly started counting from that particular point, but, you know, it's all right. There we go. So they will get this all built and we'll work our way over to here. But what I also want to do is we will put in a dam in this area to hold some water here for these guys up here. We'll probably also put in a smaller dam up here around this section so they can keep a little water in here and keep these areas green as well. But we'll have to wait until they get more of this in before we can really focus on that. Over here in Desolate Corner, we do have a project that I've been meaning to do for the longest time and been putting off. I want to get another one of these water gauges down here so that we can properly set up this row and this row of water pumps. That way, whenever things run out, we can have those extra beavers here. And in fact, like, these should be turned on to pull in more water. And these should also work off of this one instead of this one, so that they turn on at the correct time. Another project over here in Desolate Corner that I want to get in today is I would really like to get one of these Fountain of Joys in, and I think the perfect place would be right about here. Now, the thing about the Fountain of Joy is it sits on 9 squares, so a 3x3. But you have to have basically a 5x5 clear, or else it won't go in because, well, you kind of have to sink it into the ground or put it into water. So here's the plan on that. I'm going to, well, first of all, I'm going to remove this road. I don't need dynamite to do that. There we go. We'll take you out of there. And then we are going to toss in dynamite, let's say a 3x3 here that it can sit in, and we'll go out one more for the ring itself, and then one there, and then we can put a dump here, and that will fill it with water. And luckily it doesn't need power, it just needs to sit in water all the time. So our beavers are already done with that. Wonderful. Let's remove that, and we'll get the dump in here. There we go. And we'll get our monument in right about there. As for roads, let's see what we can make here. We're going to come all the way around the side. Same thing here. I can't go over there because that's in the way. So we're just going to take a couple of platforms here and here. Go around this way, and then we'll come back and decorate up this area. It should make a large portion of this green most of the time, so it'll be a good way to decorate it. Oh, there it goes already. So we'll prioritize that and just have him not worry too much about water. Our beavers did manage to get this stream gauge in, so now it's time for me to go back through and attach. I'm going to have to unattach and then reattach to that one. And we're going to say when that reaches 0, so pause when below 0, unpause when, above 0.1. So basically, I could do above 0. That probably wouldn't hurt. We'll just leave it at that and see if it works. And we'll repeat that for all of those here. These down here, at least these 3, will attach a stream gauge and do the same thing here. And we will unpause when below 0. And then we will... Actually, we need to pause it. Pause when above 0. There we go. And we'll see if those work. If we got to change some numbers, we'll come back and take a look at it. Over here, it's going to be the same thing probably as these, so we'll just copy all those settings over. Our beaver fountain's finally in. Did not take that long, I guess, and it is ready to go. It is providing a ton of well-being. In fact, this area's well-being is somewhere between 40 and 42. It usually is fluctuating back and forth, but that really helped. Plus, it made a lot of this in here green, which looks a little bit nicer. We could go ahead and decorate up this area just a bit, though. I think what we'll do here is let's maybe add some benches. We'll add the front-facing benches so that they can look at the fountain. There we go. Something like that. There we go. We'll add in... I don't think I want anything tall. Let's just maybe do... How about a bush here, one here, and one here. And let's add in our roads here so they can at least get to the benches. Yeah, that'll be nice. Maybe a bit of a fence here. Can we get it to come around here? Something like this. We'll do fences here. We'll leave this kind of open so that they can get to it. Over here, we're working our way up the mountain. We'll get up there eventually, but we are at the spot where our first dam here, I think, is going to go in. So we need to get maybe a couple of sets of stairs, clear some stuff out, and then I have a bit of a plan to maybe make this a little faster and easier on the beavers themselves. So let's just take a nice T-road off of there. And we will come up. Well, maybe. There we go. Let's move in a little bit closer so we can see what we're working on. There we go. Toss in a couple of stairs here. And we'll finish that road. We'll get a road up here. Let's clear this off. There we go. There we go. And now what I'm going to do is we're going to put in a bit of a pit stop out here. Those little snack stations were nice, but we're going to try one that's a little more upgraded maybe. So let's grab some storage. And we'll grab a couple of small warehouses. Let's put... How about 2 of those? We'll get some covered tanks here. They're a bit smaller, but you can put roofs on them, which is what we're going to look into. Let's toss in platforms here. Let's do a nice little house. There it is, well-being. Nope, we want decoration. That is what I meant completely. We're going to do... that here. We're going to do one here, and then we are going to put a road in here, put a road maybe here. Yep, there we go. Let's put in our bench here. Let's get another bench that faces in this way. There we go. And then over here, we're also going to do, let's get a builder's hut and some storage. We'll get, no, we probably don't need that. Let's just grab the regular piles. We'll do something like this. And we'll set these to logs and say we want to obtain logs there. And these are planks because we're going to need those as well. And we want to obtain them here as well. That should help us get things built. Let's toss water in here for whenever they're finally done. We'll toss fuel in there in case any of the beavers come down here. We will toss our grilled potatoes in here. And just in case we have any extra of the packaged foods, we will go ahead and do that as well. So we'll let them set that up, and once they get that set up, in fact, I might tell them that that is slightly more important so that they get that in, and once that's in, it'll help them build all of the stuff that we're going to need to, especially the dam that's going to be here. The automation on some of these worked, but I did not set the automation on these up very well, it looks like, so let's take a look. Right now, water level is at 0, so we will say we want to unpause when below, let's say 0.1. We will pause when above 0.1, and we'll see, does that fix it? Yep. Something about the 0 number on that sometimes just does not compute correctly. So we're just going to move this up to 0.1, and I'm not 100% sure why it does that. Might be a mathematical thing. There we go. But now these should automatically turn on and off. We should have a ton of extra beavers over here, but they can just wait and we'll find, no, we won't find them anything to do. They can just have their nice holiday for now. Well, the first part of our pit stop over here is in, and they are working on getting in some of this other stuff so they can bring supplies over. So I think it's time they got to what they need to do for the dam over here that they're going to put up. Now, there is a slight problem here. There's this tree down in the hole, and I do not believe that they can get that out of there without me dynamiting it down. No, they sure can't. So we're just going to have to work around it. I was thinking of going from here anyway to build the dam, so we'll do something like this. And we'll say, let's go ahead, get this stuff out of here. Now, the question is, 1, how do we get over there? Well, let's mark out where we want first. Well, I want to go from about here. Maybe I want to go from here. Let's see. This height is what we're going to set it to. So 1 above here. We'll go from there. Come across here. All of that has to go. I'm sure this will have to go. That should go as well. And then here, I'm going to come straight across. Those all have to go out, which means those will probably have to go as well. Now, let's get a couple of blocks in here. Let's see. How about 1x3 going to fit there? Yeah, a 1x3 will fit there. And we've got just the single. Looks good. Another 1x3. Can't do the 1x3 there until they remove some of that. You know what? We're going to have to put in probably some way around here. There we go. We'll just do something like this. In fact, can I just remove those that way? Yep, sure can. We'll get those in there. Don't want that in there. Let's go ahead and keep going with this. We've got a levee there, and then we'll put in 1 here. Let's see, how many are there here? 3. So we'll do, actually, I would like the dams. That would be a great thing to add, I think. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but on top of the levees, you get 1x3 dams. That would be pretty neat. But just a stray thought for me. There we go. We'll get the levees in there. Let's say this stuff is very important, so we can get that going. We'll say that's very important when they get there. And then we'll come back after they've got that in there. They've got our trees out of there. So let's go ahead, put in a couple more. You know, we're going to put in these just to hold in a little bit extra water there. And then we're going to take some stairs. Actually, I'm going to replace this and just put the stairs in here, so they can go straight up there and work their way across. Then we're going to have to find a way down, which here I think we're just going to use ladders. We've got 2 ladders. That should take out all of that. We'll get stairs over here. Let's see, can we, if we have a 3 there, we're going to need a 3 here, 1 here, and then yeah, we'll do dams here. Let's see. We'll do 3 of you across there. Here, we're going to have to figure in, well, I'm going to need at least 2 of these to fit in there. And we'll wait for them to catch up on clearing some of that out. I think we are going to need ladders, though, to get back up over here. Wait, no, we're not. We're just going to have to clear that out. So, oh, this one has to go. So, rather than put that there, let's move you over one. Put you here and say, can't have that tree there either. We will make these the primary focus of this area at the moment, so we can get this whole dam in. I don't know if we'll get it in before the next water, but we will try. Maybe we can get some water stored up here. The last couple of long droughts have really taken a toll on our reservoir here. We always seem to end up with just the 3 pumps running. So what I'd like to do is go ahead and take a road over here. There we go. Something like this. Come all the way down here. And we're going to start dynamiting this down. Now, are we going to get to the bottom at some point? Maybe. But we've got plenty of dynamite and plenty of beavers to set it up. So we'll just go ahead and see if we can expand out our water source just a little bit. I'm noticing we're a bit behind on the wheat flour. We've got 2 of our windmills taking care of it, but I don't think that's keeping up. We've got plenty of wheat at the moment, so let's go ahead, toss in maybe a couple more of these. I know we have the beavers to cover it, so we're just going to put these all around over here. Let's say 1 here and 1 here. We'll grab a couple more roads to get those connected in, and we'll just set these all to wheat. If that happens to be too much wheat, we will come back and refigure it. Speaking of refiguring, I've got 8 bots that aren't doing anything, and I think that's enough to get some bots going in the mine. First of all, though, let's go ahead and get some storage in for them. Let's do the pit tank. We'll do 2 of these, 1 and 2. We'll grab the road, come out around here. We'll say 1 is for their biofuel and 1 is for their catalyst. Now let's make sure they're getting biofuel and catalyst in here. Nope, they're not. Let's do always import, and then the catalyst we will do, there it is, always import as well. So now they should have that, and we will say, let's switch you to bots. We will send over, eventually Irontown is going to want 10 bots, so we'll just say 10. Oh, there we go. Looks like they've built 2 bots in the time that we are waiting. So we should have plenty of scrap iron starting to come in from this location now that the mine isn't injuring all of our poor beavers over here. Our best little pit stop over here is really doing good work on this dam. They're getting stuff in pretty quickly. The only thing that I wish is that I could get in maybe a house or something over here for these 4 specific beavers. That way they didn't have to go all the way back to town, but still, they're pulling from this pile, so that's at least saving them walks back and forth. And hauling beavers, which are actually bots at the moment, are bringing over this to fill them up. So we might actually get a good portion of this dam in before, well, before the next drought comes through at least. Our first layer of dynamite is out, so let's go ahead, knock that out of here. Excellent. Let's go ahead, demolish the roads that are here. There we go. We'll set that up for this. And then we will take, say, well, we want these trees removed. And let's see how to get up there. We'll just say a nice staircase. There we go. How about right in the middle should help us reach everything. And then we're actually going to have to move this probably over here and rehook up all of these, but that's okay. That's a small price to play. It's a small price to play. No, that's still not right. It is a small price to pay. Thus, we're kind of aiming for the top of the mountain here. We're going to go ahead, put in a couple more of these and see if we can at least head up that way. We will probably have to remove a couple more trees on the way. In fact, quite a few more, it looks like. That gets us up to the top here. Then we just got to decide where we want to put maybe the next dam setup. Probably 2 down, so it won't be this one. We'll have to block this off. But we'll dam out maybe somewhere around here and a couple over here as well. But we'll get to that once they get over there. Let's get to that path in there. We'll get all of these. We know we need to remove a couple of trees here. There we go. There we go. And we don't want these trees for sure. So all of those can go. All of those. That can go. And those can go. And we'll just let them work on that at their own pace. Looks like they've got this dynamite in. There we go. We're going to remove this string gauge and toss in some more dynamite, hopefully with less linguistic problems this time. There we go. Perfect. We'll let them fill all of that in, and we'll come back and remove those whenever they've got them all set up. They've got a bit more of this done over here, so let's go ahead and grab a couple more of these. There we go. We might switch those out with dams if things start flooding, but for now, we're just going to do the 3 and the 4 there. And then we got to come up here. Here we go. Couple of those. Let's grab some paths so they all connect in. There we go. And then we will, of course, need to knock out that as well. There we go. All of that needs to come out. All of this needs to be high priority, at least for this section, so that nothing else gets in their way. And we'll finish off that dam. Yeah, well, there's a good chance we'll finish it off before the next water phase. Over here, we have got 4 bots that don't have jobs, so we're going to go ahead switch a couple of these waters over because they're not getting filled as much as they could be. And we're going to make sure that this district is getting that in at least. They don't need those, but they will want the catalysts. So we'll see if they can bring some of that over. And then we're going to start switching out our farms over here for beaver bots, or whatever they're called over here now. Nope, that's not what I wanted. We want to change the... There we go. Actually, at the end of the day, I think I want 9 of them over here. So, let's see. Can these all be changed? Those can be changed. These can be changed. And for now, that should do just fine. In just a couple of days, thanks to that pit stop, they have gotten most of this done. So we'll go ahead and say, you know what? I would just like regular. Nope, let's put those in. There we go. We'll go 1, 2. Once you're out of there. Come on, buddy. You can do it. It's just a dead tree. There you go. We'll put you in there. And there we go. That should hold back quite a bit of water. I'm going to put that in there just because. And hopefully, if they get this in, we'll have water stored up in this area as well. I know that takes away a little bit of the water down here, but I'm not too worried about it. We're not losing any water off the edge of the map anymore anyway, so just a redistribution of sorts. First thing here in the morning, we're going to go ahead and detonate this section out. There we go. Got this in there. We'll go ahead and remove even more of this area here. This can go in. This can go in. Let's say we're going to cut this tree and this tree out of there. And we do want a couple more here for now. We will replace those later. Hopefully our reservoir fills up in these last 3 days, as it is definitely looking a little lower than usual. So the drought starts on our 33rd cycle. The bridge made it in. Seemed to make it in pretty much record time. I'd say it took about half a cycle, maybe a whole cycle, if that. But it's all thanks to this nice little pit stop that we made. So definitely going to have to start making more of these. It seems to really help. In fact, next time we'll probably make another one over here somewhere so that we can get another dam in here and maybe some more stuff in here before we start the actual district. But like I said, that is going to do it for this time. So just want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.